Hey everyone, thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of the channel. Thank you for being part of this community. And my name is Holly. I am a psychic medium and an energy reader. I use Oracle and Tarot cards as a way to listen to the voice of spirit. This is a general reading. Please understand that. It is a general reading. Okay, now let's get on to it. I always like to start with the energy, the vibe, the feeling for the day. And be grateful. Sometimes that's harder than it sounds. What I actually heard was be patient. I'm not sure what is going on, but there is sort of this sense of urgency and sort of a chaotic nature to the urgency, and I don't understand that. So I asked Spirit, okay, is this just me? Is it for the collective? What is the vibe for the collective? Because we can sort my stuff out with Spirit later. So what is the vibe for the collective? And I still heard the same thing, be patient. So whatever's going on, the advice from Spirit is be patient. And when I realized I didn't have a mic that said that, and I didn't want to get my writable one out. And I basically got the message, and I love this one because it has like a mandala on it as well. It's very pretty. But part of patience is gratitude in this instance. So we'll see how that plays out. To be grateful is to be content with what you have and where you are. So patience hopefully will be the outcome from that. We'll see. We'll see. Let's just see what happens with the reading today. Sorry about the slurp. I know I've got the microphone really close to my mouth. Hi, little baby girl. My little senior cat who's in a little tiny baby girl body. Yeah, I know. You're right here, baby. I see you. All right. Let's work. No, not yet. Okay, I was going to use the Angels and Auras deck, but it's like, no, not yet. They want me to use this one. All right, the Golden Wheel Tarot. This is what we're going with. And I'm going to go ahead and put my glasses on. I know I'm going to need them. What is the message for the collective today? Mother, Father, God, all that is, all that comes in the, and I just dropped a big old pile of them. Hold on. All right. Don't read too much into it. It's just me being me today. All right, let's start over. Mother and Father God, Archangels, Ascended Master, Spirit Guides and Guardians, beloved elementals, all that is right and holy, come into this space, protector it. Help me to know what to say. Help me to know how to interpret the voice of Spirit for the collective, for whatever the reading is today, for whomever needs to hear this. It will be a general reading again. Sweet little baby. Something about divinity. All that comes in the divine light of the creator of all things, the all that is. Help me to understand what it is I am to say. Thank you. No. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let me see if I can do a better job shuffling these today. These are narrow, but they're kind of long, so it makes it a little harder for me to manage these. I'm going to try it sideways instead. Honey, you gotta stop chewing on the microphone. Yeah, didn't do a very good shuffle. Spirit, you really want me to use this deck right now because I am just feeling like I'm all thumbs. Yeah, okay. They just said get to it. All right. I guess they're shuffled enough. Honey, please don't bite the mic. All right. What is the message for the collective today? All right, we got one. We got two. What is the message for the three? They're coming out all over. Four. Only one is upright. Oh, gosh. My gosh, what is going on today? I'm not kidding. I feel completely uncoordinated. All right, so I'm going to put them in the order they came out. Ooh, all right. Huh. All right. Maybe this has something to do with the angst. Ooh, and I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay, sorry. All right. Ugh. Honey bunny, I know. I know. Mwah. You want to get down for me? Thank you. All right. All right. This is a pretty card. I know that wasn't what I just did, but all right. Judgment. Isn't that beautiful? All right, Judgment card. Swans figure prominently in this deck. All right, so we have Judgment. It's almost a beginning and an ending, but not quite the world, but it is Judgment. Because then we have the Fool. Four of Swords. I just heard rest and repose. And then the Eight of Cups. And that almost looks like a hermit. Huh. And look at that with the solar eclipse. All right. So. All right. They want me to get some clarification before I say anything. But I already feel like this has to do with okay, what I'm hearing is you knew things had to change. You knew things had to come to a conclusion. There will be judgment. Do not be afraid of judgment. Don't be afraid. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm still going to sneeze. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. All right. I keep getting stopped right about the time I start to say something. Protectorate, please clear the pathway. And I feel like there was a little bit of a mischievous energy in the house today. And a friend of mine who lives in a different area completely, but we were kind of texting back and forth. And she said basically as much. Yeah. I was drying my hair when I got out of the shower, and the plug that's stable in the wall it started moving. It just started moving on its own, and then it fell out. And I'm like, oh, great. So let's just move on whatever is here first. Please open the gateway. Archangel Michael, would you please come in and just whisk whatever it is through? Because I don't even want to know what it is. I don't really care at this point. Just take it over to the other side. It feels like it's not playful. It just feels mischievous, and I don't want to deal with it. Thank you. All right. Yeah, and I don't feel so whiny now, and I feel much more empowered. Good. All right, let's move on. So this reading, does this still apply? Yes, because it is showing where you have come from. Because we've already had last weekend the solar eclipse. Judgment has happened, new beginnings. You've been, as a result of judgment, you are not being judgmental. You simply started fresh. Because it was the right thing for you to do for your life. Now, you started to pull in, rest, repose. I feel like your body is going through a transformation. Your body is, it's almost like you have a lot of battle scars. And so give yourself time to fully heal, reflect, and rest before, I mean, you've already walked away, but okay. But here's what we're going to use for clarification. Magical Hours Tarot. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right. Magical Hours Tarot. Because this has all already happened. The cards that I'm looking at right now, Judgment, the Fool, Four of Swords, Eight of Cups, that has already happened. And then we had to move on that mischievous energy. Someone who was not pleasant in life, apparently, and started to morph into something unnatural. But it's gone. Yes, I am sure. Okay. All right. Magical Hours Tarot. Let's get some clarification. So what is coming? What is the new? Because it feels like it's not good to be stuck in an energy. And I feel like someone feels like they're in that Eight of Cups where you are endlessly walking and wondering, well, when do I stop? When does it change? When does this energy leave? And I feel like that might be some of the energy that's lingering, that's creating this uncomfortable sense. All right, we have the Ten of Wands. Page of Swords. All right, there we go. Nine of Wands. Huh. Interesting. All right. So this is what we've got. And I know that was a little bit of an unusual way to draw the cards, but that's what I was instructed to do, so that's what I did. What's this one? Queen of Wands. Okay. All right. All right. Ten of Wands. Page of Swords. Nine of Wands. Queen of Swords. The Hierophant. And the one we had here, Queen of Wands. All right. Gender is irrelevant. Please understand that. It's about the energy on the card. I feel like I'm putting together a puzzle. They feel like puzzle pieces. And that one on the side still. Okay, so these two cards needed to be side by side. The Page and the Queen of Swords. And what I'm hearing is you're not playing a game. You are not playing a game. Someone feels like they are. The Hierophant. This is, whomever is playing a game with you, this is not the kind of game. Well, it's not a game at all. This Queen of Wands, someone is playing a game with you, but what they don't seem to understand, the stakes are high. You feel like you've carried a heavy burden, but this is what they're going to end up with, not you. You have already moved out of this, ooh, and I'm getting chills, yeah. You have already moved out of this energy. You have already moved out of this trickster, prankster energy. You don't want anything to do with it. You never did. This is you. You are walking away. You are walking away. You saw the truth. You decided to leave and be on your own. This could be work, family, friendships, romance, all the above. Once you got your stuff together, so to speak, you walked away. Now, someone else is in this energy. This could be positive energy normally. In this instance, I feel like it's someone playing a game. And it's a game that's going to leave them carrying a very heavy burden because they tried to imprison you in your own head and it didn't work. So they're watching. Two of Wands. They're watching. They wanted me to pull a few up from the top. Yeah. And look at that. They were like, you know, I saw a card, just the corner of a card, and I'm like, that's the one. And I moved everything over to get to it. I didn't know what it was. Another Judgment card. So we have two times, we have Judgment here. This person is watching. All you have to do is live your life. It is not for you to judge. Other forces are at play here. You are protected. The Judgment is going to come rapidly, and the Judgment is going to come in a way that may surprise that person. This feels really heavy and intense. The Hanged Man. They said open it up in the middle, and I did. So maybe we need to look at this a different way. Help me to understand what it all means, Spirit. Because this has been a weird reading. All right. Look at things from a different perspective. This isn't about you. This is about a situation you've been in that you are no longer in. It could be work related. It could be family related. It could be friendship related, community. And I feel like that's a very strong tie. There is a really strong tie to community, friendships, things like that. It could be a one-on-one situation. It could, but it feels like there's more than one person involved. It feels like there's a group. So, Judgment for you in the first Judgment card, in that first series of cards from the Golden Wheel. That was you seeing the truth of a situation. That was you seeing the truth. Once you saw the truth, you said, no, I didn't think I'd start again, but you did. You started again. I do feel like you may be experiencing some inflammation or issues with your body. It is you coming out of this deep slumber, this deep sleep, this new awareness that you have truly seen with clarity, and your body's trying to catch up because it's the mind, body, spirit connection. I said this the other day. It's real, and so whatever has happened. And if my nose is drippy, I'm sorry. And that was my stomach growling. Okay. So my body is just, oh, I know. All right. So, but for you, if this is your reading, you will feel a little bit out of sorts. You will feel inflammation. You will feel like you're carrying maybe water weight. You know how it feels when you're bloated? You're just bloated and carrying water weight. That's what it feels like. But don't worry about it. That's going to pass. That will definitely subside. And I believe it's going to subside by the end of the day that you see this. Now, you are in good shape and you are moving along just fine and doing just fine. The other person, group, people, family members, friendships, community, partner, whatever the situation. Someone is looking and watching you. And in a way it is kind of creepy because it's like you don't want any communication. So they're doing everything they can to spy. And it's not just one person. That's the weird thing. It's not just one person. I truly feel like there are multiple people involved in this. Now, it doesn't really matter because you have already chosen a path. You have already chosen to move on, and in a healthy way. Your body just needs to catch up a little bit after rest. So give your body time to rest and heal. Again, that's important. The other person, there's one ringleader in a small group of people. And it could even just be 2 or 3, maybe no more than 4. So with them, they still think it's a game. It's like they're playing a game. But it's a game with high stakes and high consequences. And you know that. That's why you walked away. They don't seem to understand that. Well, they're about to. Yeah, they're getting ready to understand that. Okay. But you don't have to worry about that. There's nothing about that you have to worry about because it's not your karma. All right. Anything else? Let's look. Oh, and I'm using the neo. Well, sorry, didn't mean to move that in front of the camera so fast. The Neoteric Feminine Tarot. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. I feel like this is because a whole lot of that with the Magical Hours Tarot was about the other part of this, the group that is playing the game that you have distanced yourself from. Now this one with the Neoteric Feminine, this is going to be about the collective. So we are asking for advice for the collective. Something just happened, like I got a twinge in here. So if someone's third eye, it could be, no, it's not third eye because it's over here. Whatever happens, other people are bringing on their own karmic problems, okay? Whatever happens, you understand you have chosen another path and you are moving on. All right. What is the message for the collective today? Mother and Father God, thank you. What is the message for the collective today? Creator of all things, all that is, Archangels, Ascended Masters, Archangel Michael, I know you're here with us. Raphael too. Azrael is here too. Archangel Azrael. And that has to do with pretty striking endings. All right, on top, Two of Pentacles. Making a decision. All right. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. All right, so we have the 4 of Pentacles, all Pentacles. Interesting. Stability. 4 of Pentacles, and then the 10 of Pentacles. So this is for you. This is your advice. The one that was on the top, the 2, it's because you were actively making a decision about your stability, grounding, prosperity, job, money, whatever. 5 of Cups under that. This one isn't really, no, never mind this one. This one isn't for you guys. That's still the other side. This is for you. King of Cups. Okay. Follow your intuition. Listen to your gut knowing when you were making this decision. Okay? That's what that means. All right. Yeah. All right. Now, the 2 that came out very clearly, and just listen to the voice. Just listen to Spirit. That's why when I started picking up the cards, I'm like, yeah, this one. And then I realized, no, this one isn't for you all. So I put it back in. I just happened to keep going. All right. So for the collective, 4 of Pentacles. This does not have to do with greed. This does not have to do, this is moving. Someone's moving. It could be the energetic moving on. It could be a literal move. It could be temporary. It could be long term. I don't know what the restrictions or the lack of restrictions might be, but I feel like there's going to be quite a bit of movement happening for whatever reason. That's what I'm getting from this card. And it has to do with the when, the where, the how, and the why will have to do with your prosperity. Now, the 10 of Pentacles, your prosperity is growing. Your groundedness is growing. You will have what you want, but it may just take a little while. That's what I'm hearing. This feels like a solitary individual who is moving and moving toward something that will bring them fulfillment and stability. They are moving toward this 10. It's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay to take care of yourself. Do what you need to do to secure your own wellness. You're not, and someone needs to hear this, you're not letting anyone down. So if there's family members or friendships or community that you did have to walk away from, you're not doing anything wrong, because how did you feel when you were part of it, and how do you feel now that you're out of it? I'm going to bet you feel stronger, more grounded, more stable, and this is going to be the outcome. You will find your 10 of Pentacles. You will find your place where you belong, your rootedness, your groundedness. Okay. This is going to be fairly short because I feel like there's some work to do internally, in terms of being grateful, being patient, and okay, to bring it together and to recap, you have not done anything wrong. There is a person with a group of people around them that they want to make you feel like you haven't done the right thing. Whatever. You are not responsible for their awakening. You are not responsible, because they're not going to, well, some of them will never figure out, but whatever karmic thing they are going through, it is theirs to figure out, not yours. Not at all yours. You've already done your work. Okay? Now, there is going to be some going inward in order to move outward, and that could be the movement in that 4 of Pentacles cup. But I feel like someone is going to be traveling and moving. If it seems impossible, hand it over to Spirit. Who knows? I don't know what to tell you on that. But whatever happens, whether it is an inward and a way of looking at things change and move, or a literal move, it will bring you closer to what will bring you true contentment and happiness with the 10 of Pentacles. Use your intuition when you make a decision, and listen to that nudge. Guilt is not a reason to do something. Someone needs to hear that too. All right. I think that's it. All right, you all, I know this one was, it almost felt like pulling teeth. That's kind of odd. But anyway, so be well, take care. I am sending you so much love and gratitude. And thank you for being you. When you use your intuition to make a decision, you're making it from that place of having a perfect soul. Remember that. Okay? All right. With the best and the highest for all. All right. We'll be back tomorrow with another reading. Take care of yourselves.